Uh-oh. Hold on, it's Gunko. You know what that means. Wholesome type, of course, obviously. The last one is about Gunko's. I mean, I guess it's fitting because we're gonna dive into some Gunko stuff anyway. We're gonna dive into Gunko lore real soon, or reveal, which I think is important. But I guess we're gonna start on a pretty intriguing note here with Oda's comments about Gunko at the end of SBS 112. The last one was about Gunko's panties. Thanks a lot to the will of Marco. Shouts to Marco. Shouts to Marco. Good shit, bro. And Inumaru for translating the SBS this week's hope we don't leave anything out. That's what I want to see. I want to see the entire SBS. Everything. Give me everything. The good, the bad, the sick and perverted. Give me everything. Orachi, why is Gunko walking around in her panties? It's not her panties. My assumption is that she has a leotard. But let me see what Oda says, okay? Well, I keep getting... Yes, you do, Oda. Yes, you fucking do. Oh, yeah. Panties, panty, 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 panties, panty, panty, panties. I am Japanese, and all I care about is panties. Yeah. Okay. Of course. Of course. Don't clip that, please. Well, I keep getting comments like, it's panties, this, panties, that. But listen, it is technically underwear. But if we call it that, then that would make Gunko some kind of pervert. That's not the case at all. You know Nami and Bonnie's outfits on Egghead. It's... Okay. He's comparing it to that? You know Nami and Bonnie's outfits on Egghead? It's a fashion where the hems of their jackets are extended. Wait, that's not real. He's bullshitting, right? He's definitely bullshitting. In fact, it reduces the amount of skin that's being exposed. Because it's a top, not a bottom, even though all the legs are exposed? If you want to compare it to a normal jacket and you wear normal pants, I suppose so. But Oda, you don't have them wearing any pants. Stop lying, my nigga. In fact, it reduces the amount of skin that's being exposed. So that outfit is totally fine. How rude. I mean, comparing it to Nami and Bonnie's fits on Egghead is kind of fair. I won't deny that. But he's being sneaky as fuck. That is for damn sure. He's being sneaky. It's very Weasley maneuver, right? For sure, without a doubt. He's being sneaky. Very sneaky. Because I feel like I can't say it's, because I want to say it's like a bikini, but it's not really. I guess not. He said, okay, so it's like the hems of the jacket actually go down. So it's a part of the jacket. Part of the jacket is actually on the underside of this, go down and cover the sensitive bits. But when you see, I guess, the cosplayers, they were like, she's wearing actual fucking shorts. What you wearing? I don't know if that's actually, because I'm not a fashionista, so I'm not sure what they call that. I'd assume it's like a bikini part that's underneath it. He's trolling. I think it's for sure. He's trolling, for sure, without a doubt. For sure. That is AI. But so basically, it's, according to him, it's the bottom hem of the jacket that she's wearing that actually goes down and it covers the sensitive bits. But I guess the problem too is that maybe the jacket is too low, so it feels like it is panties. Whereas with Nami, and I won't go to Bonnie because we're not gonna do that. We're not fucking demons. But with Nami, it's higher up, which makes it seem like it's a more independent component of her fit. Bro, why am I trying to analyze this shit? Oh, that's just me. He's a pervert. He's a fiend. He's a demon. He just goes, I want to see legs. Excuse. Back of his mind, oh, Gunko is delicious. That's what he's doing right there. That's what he's fucking doing, all right? I'm not going to try and analyze this shit anymore. Or to stop lying. Dumb ass nigga. What is this? Oda, thank you for the SBS, bro. Appreciate that, okay? I can't say in Japanese, and I probably will never say in Japanese. I'll say it to your face. That's it. SBS ends here. Okay, appreciate you, boo. Okay, so appreciate you for dropping. Let me actually like the things I like, too. Well, that's actually pretty good stuff, I think. This, I like a lot. Boom, boom. Hell yeah. Okay. That was nice. But now, we're not done yet. Okay. No, hold on. Wait. Hold on. Wait. To be fair, this SBS had some good things at the beginning and then just got ecchi, got perverted, got twisted. Start over here, let's say the Tontada mix-up stuff. And then boom, Gerd, Ripley, and then boom, Sanada. This man was just comboing. It was like a Street Fighter combo. And then boom, comments, perverted stuff. And then, oh, Strong World Creatures, nice. Kizaru, oh, middle school kids want advice on how to get the parents in One Piece or how to get more violence in One Piece. Cool. And then I popped, boom, more weird perverse right here about, actually, no, I'm not to you. No. This is actually all fine. This is all good. Boom. Perverted shit right here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things of sus and ecchi. That right there is that's a classic. Old SBS. The full thing, classic. Okay. That's a Japanese standard right there. That's Japanese 101. And again, if you want Oda to answer the more serious, rousing, he won't do it. At least, so do, let's say once in a while. But again, his audience is mostly Japanese. What do Japanese guys want? You're welcome. Okay. Peak Oda. Now, so there's something I want to get to too. So I got it from Zelen, I think yesterday. Yes, Zelen, appreciate you. This involves something about Gunko, which I think is actually very important. Now, you may say it's not important. That's fine. I think it's important. Let me do this. Nirane, no. I don't have time today. I'm gonna go to Marvel Rival reaction stuff. That's because there's a whole thing that came from Marvel Rivals. Whole bunch of it came from Marvel Rivals. I'm gonna get to reactions, and then I'll play Nirane tomorrow maybe if I can. Because again, I'm trying to see him a lot more often. Let me do this too, which we have been doing, but not as of on the stream. Okay, and again, there will be YouTube from now on. Just how Twitch has content that's exclusive. That'll be paired with Kick in the future. YouTube, you guys, and members. So if you guys don't know, we have memberships. And you will be getting exclusive reaction content to certain series. That'll be paired up with Patreon. Webtoons, comics, the things that are a bit too saucy, yeah. For memberships on YouTube. Boom. At least the VODs. The VODs we say for members on YouTube. But for the actual streams, I mean, the streams probably, well, actually, maybe some series may actually require member-only streams, honestly. So, yeah, that may be a thing. Okay, so real quick, but not quick at all, because I'm going to yap for a second. So we have both Arter and we have Sandman talk about this right here. So let me go Sandman first, because I got that link first. The latest One Piece volume changes some details from Jump version. Gunko belongs to the Mamayer family. It also reveals she is called Gunko Gu, like Claria Gu. and I don't know what it is. And Shamrock is Saint Shamrock in the introduction box. This, I think, is actually a very important detail, okay? This, I think, is actually very important. So you have, and this is for the volume, right? I believe it's for the volume. I believe so. So, yeah, I think it changes quite a bit, all right? I think it does. So here we go. Shamrock announces, I'm sick of all these useless people. I hope we could have settled this one more cleanly. Commander of the Holy Knights, World Noble, Figureland Shamrock, son of Saint Garling, 5 elders. So in the first iteration of this, we didn't know what we weren't too sure if he was a saint or not, because his title was missing. I assumed he was a saint because he's the son of Figureland Garling, so he should be a saint, right? And in the official version of the chapter, and also in the scan version, they didn't say saint, but now they say they say here Sam says here what is it? Shamrock is called Saint Shamrock, right? Saint Shamrock. And then you have boom, Holy Knights Gunko, Arrow Woman, Arrow Woman, Arrow Fruit. There you go. But we don't see it, but apparently she's now a Mayer family member. So this is the theory I had, and I'm gonna see if I can't find it real quick, so I can glaze myself up even further. All right, let me go to King of Lightning, Holy Knights, or God Knights, one of those. Is it here? Boom, perfect. Okay, right here. This is the way I had. I talked about how, this was a year ago, I talked about how when it comes to the Holy Knights, my theory was that each of the Holy Knights were prominent figures of a particular family in the Holy Land. And we only got word of the Figureland family and then the Mayer family. It looks like Gunko is a part of the Mayer family. So she has, actually, does she show a picture of that too? She does, right? Yeah, this girl right here with the beignet and Gunko. So this one right here could be Gunko's mom. Which brings into question, how the fuck does Brooke know her? Does Brooke know her? Or does Brooke know Gunko? So I think it's another theory that's probably in the books right now for me, personally speaking. All right, it's another W theory. But both, maybe that's possible. Brooke is old, but if we assume that Gunko, because we can, I think, assume in some sense that Gunko could be younger than we thought she was, and then what we're talking about here is this girl right here. What Brooke? So maybe Brooke knows her, and then this is her daughter. Brooke was a part of a battle convoy back in the day. And I think it was like 84 years ago or some shit like that. Crazy amount of time. I wonder if they also protected celestial dragons at times. I wonder. Let me get to Arda's version real quick. So I wonder if Arda actually has, okay, actually, he does have this. Updated. Gunko and Shamrock titles have been corrected in volume 112 to include their full titles. Saintus, Mayer Gunko, Saint Figureland Shamrock, Knight Commander of the God Knights, World Noble, Figureland Family, Saint Shamrock, son of Saint Garling of the 5 Elders. On some Khaleesi type shit. Oh my God. The Unbroken, Breaker of Chains, Khaleesi of the Great Grass Sea. Damn. And then you have Mayer Family, Saintus Gunko. So now what this also does too is that it makes Loki. So Brooke will get to soon enough. But first of all, let me yap for a second, okay? More yapping. It makes Loki, I think, a lot more unique because Loki is so far the only person that we have seen who is not born in the Holy Land, not a saint, at least, right? Be offered up the position of Holy Knight. Now that we know that Gunko is a member of the Mayer family, what Gunko has is probably mostly inherited because of her mother, or her great grandmother. Or no, it's not that long ago, right? Yeah, I'm saying mother. Okay, maybe great grandmother. Who knows? But it's part of the family lineage. Just how Shamrock is getting his family stuff from Garling, so is Gunko with her, right? So, right, mom, Saintess. But Loki was still offered the position to be Hornet anyway. So Loki could be the only person in the story, in history even, to be offered the role of Holy Knight without being born on the Holy Land. Right, was time? Soon. Loki is unique since Celestial Dragons are a unique position with getting favor of the potentially. Yeah, I won't deny that. But the thing is that it's actually very interesting because I think that with Gunko, there was an option for her to be a member of like a kingdom somewhere, like of let's say like nobility somewhere, and then she also got recommended to be a Holy Knight, like Loki, but no. So she's part of the Men-Mayer family. Now I wonder if the Men-Mayer family has ties to what's it called, Nirona, because I wonder if Gunko could get taken over by Emu, did it apply to her mom too, or this other person right here? Maybe. Or is it the case here where every Holy Knight get taken over by Emu? So you have to now think about the implications of what that means. Things have to change and alter, right? Holy Knights are most likely more prominent fighters and figures within certain families in the Holy Land. One. So that theory that I had a while back when, I think is now confirmed in some ways. Or it's more strongly confirmed, this theory I had about the God Knights. Two, is that when it comes to the Loki situation, it makes Loki look more unique. And you have to wonder why so damn unique. And it's probably because, I'm guessing right now, because he has that ocular ability, or he has a ancient giant specific trait. That's what I would say. Three is that Brook, when he was doing battle convoy stuff, maybe he was also defending Holy Knights. I'm afraid this one likely holds an even higher rank, a God's Knight. So in the same way you had Marines defend God Valley while the Celestial Dragons were going on their field trip, their picnic, right? Brook in his battle convoy days could have maybe also been defending Holy Knights. Wait, Brook died, so his tattoo is gone? Whoa. We're not there yet. That's actually a crazy theory. Holy hell. Everyone's Loki, even Luffy? Yeah, but Phantom, Loki he's tainted. Loki is a part of the lesser world. Celestial dragons are nigh gods. This man, Loki, is damn near a demon. Though to be fair, I guess you can argue it's very fitting for the Holy Land, right? Because the demons come from on high, not from down below in the world of One Piece. And I'll do a video on this one too. There's the theory, there's the idea that Loki's origins, or his ancient giant blood, that was a combination of his mom and his dad, is tapping into energies that ancient giants had a long time ago. And if there's a possibility that these race of giants, ancient giants, actually come from an underworld, and they have similar origins, let's say, or they have strong ties to an underworld, it could relate to Emu in a very strong way. Emu's here through Gunko, but I have to wonder if Emu specifically wants Loki. Not just Holy Knights, but Emu specifically wants Loki because Emu knows the truth about Loki's powers, where they stem from ancient giant powers that he has, or that it has experienced during the Void Century or pre-Void Century. Inner Earth, right. Brook didn't have immortality, so it's Cap. True. You know, hey, hold on, whoa. But we don't know if you get immortality or not, per se, because that could be a new feature, right? So, for example, maybe Holy Knights back then didn't have more immortality, because Garling still aged. Garling still became an old man. But look at the elders. The elders, they like I think what Saturn, he's been what 95 years old for 400 plus years, probably even more than that. But Garling, he aged. Garling aged. So maybe Holy Knights back then didn't have immortality seals, marks, but now they do. Brooke would have to know about Emu. He kind of would, yeah. That's a problem too. Brooke would have to know about Emu's existence, and it'd be like, "Yo, Brooke, you knew about Emu's? You didn't tell anybody? Not even your captain? Not even your central? Mugi Wado no Luffy? Huh? Really?" Brooke is currently 27 years old in Harald's flashback. That's fucking crazy, dude. That's crazy. That's madness. If Gunko's from Brooke's age, then why did Garling age? I'm wondering, and that's the case. That's the thing. So, like I said before, it may not be Gunko that Brooke recalls in that moment. It may be her. She may be the girl that Brooke is referring to, and then this could just be her daughter. So let me see here. What was happening that Brooke? I think it was over here, around over here, when Brooke sees Gunko, and he says she looks just like. No, am I capping? Is this Shadow? No. That's when Brooke's getting domed on. It's before she goes crazy. Okay, so what does Brooke say? Let me see. We have a daddy, father, and okay. So fuck. Okay, time out. Fuck. No, wait. The resemblance is uncanny, but she's so much. Is this happening at the same time? I'm wondering. Could this be the mayor girl we see in the flashback, and then this is her daughter who's already been born? The resemblance is uncanny. Are these happening at the same point in time in the flashback? Or are these different times in the flashback? So is that her when she's older, and then that's her when she's younger? Or is that her mom, and this is her when she's a kid? Okay. It gets more interesting, honestly, because it's hard to say. No, it's both her. Maybe. I won't deny that. It's possible. But I think we should not exclude her from. I think we should not exclude the mom being an option here as well. I mean, at least we know that she's a Men-Mayor family member. So, but the question is then, if that's the case, then where is Brooke right now in this flashback? Is Brooke on the Holy Land? Is Brooke at sea protecting a Celestial Dragon vessel? Would he actually tell a Celestial Dragon? Wait, would they even bring would the Celestial Dragon bring their kids with them too? Immortality is different from eternal youth in One Piece. Another term for Japanese could be invulnerable / invisible. I don't know if that's the case or not, because I feel like, because you can argue that there's various degrees of immortality factor. Fair enough, fine. But I would say that like they don't have just eternal youth. They can still they can't die. They like the at least as far as you know, the Gorosei cannot die. Maybe Gunko got adopted for some reason, like my main friend. That's possible. I won't deny that. I actually won't deny that at all. That's possible where she got adopted. But I feel like they wouldn't want to do that per se, because it's like, again, like the celestial dragons, they view the people in the lower world as less than dirt. They view them as bugs. And unless you're very unique, why would you adopt a bug? So maybe Gunko was unique in that sense. I mean, we'll just say for the time being that it is all her. It's all Gunko. That's Gunko. That's Gunko. Gunko when she's older and Gunko when she's younger. But I also want to throw in the idea that it could also relate to her mom or a family member, this girl from the Mayor family. It could relate to her as well. So I'm very interested to see what her deal is. For sure, without a doubt. For sure. It's Brooke P. Pryor. Yeah, it's Brooke P. Pryor too. But Brooke says, I want to be a pirate. Well, it's my dream to be a pirate, you see. Plot twist would be, oh my God, the massive mega giga plot twist would be that they're all the same girl, where Gunko is actually much older and is immoral such eternal youth. But this person and this person, holy shit, that'd be crazy. And this person, they're all the same person. But Gunko's had her memories altered for whatever reason. Memories were changed, altered. Because why is she also forgetful in the first place? That'd be a I don't know about a clone family, but because the clone thing is pretty like unique and rare, right? But her memories are altered in the first place. Why? It's only when you have Colin yelling "Dad, Daddy!" It's only when you have Daddy, and then that triggers a memory to be unlocked, right? So, memories altered in the first place. 1. 2, it doesn't, I think, if we assume that she has eternal youth in the same way that the elders do, then you could argue that if her memories altered, then this could be her, literally the same person. She's also Gunko. But memories aren't altered, or memories get altered later on for whatever reason, who knows? But it could be her as well. I don't know, cloning, that seems a bit off to me. But like it's very, so that's why I say, like, it seems like it's like a minor thing, but it's actually I think a lot more intriguing now, for damn sure. A lot more intriguing now. Absolutely. Absolutely. Without a doubt. Brooke is the dad? Bro, if Brooke, nigga, if Brooke, if Brooke had a fun night with her, or was actually married to her, nigga, that's crazy. That is wild. Damn, son. Sam explains Goo in Gunko's name in earlier posts about Emu. Let me see. I don't see it. Did I scroll past it? You mean earlier or later? Hold on. Well, no, this was I have. No, that's what I have already. Oh, the plushie? Oh, okay. What the fuck is this? What is this, man? In Japanese version of the male celestial dragons are called Sei, while the female celestial dragons like Gunko and Charla are called Gu, and Emu is called Sei. So Emu is pretty much confirmed as male. They may say that only because they're trying to trick you, bro. All right, they be tricking you, bro. They be tricking you, bro. No. no. He's just assuming, all right? Because these are celestial dragons. Emu could be beyond celestial dragon, all right? No, is beyond celestial dragon. So I still have my hopes, bro. I'm still hoping. I'm coping, but I'm hoping, okay? But yeah, curriculum, Shamrock stuff. Yeah, the Shamrock stuff is absolutely crazy. Oh, kill me, dude. The Shamrock stuff is for sure crazy. But I think it's also important. Because now, to be fair, obviously, maybe not every Holy Knight is a member of a past family, but I feel like it makes the most sense because you have to remember, like, the Holy Knights, they hate folks from the lower world. They just can't stand them. I mean, like, for example, how would you actually, if we find out that Vegapunk York became a saint because she's going to assist the Holy Land in various ways, okay, that would change things. But so far, we've never seen anyone from the lower world ever become a saint in the Holy Land. That's never happened. Never happened. Never. And Gunko was an exception, which made things interesting. But now she's not an exception anymore, which in one way makes things less interesting for her. But in another way, part of the Mayer family makes things, I think, also very interesting. And again, it also makes Brooke's whole thing a lot more fascinating too. Whether or not that's actually her mom or it's actually her, memories got erased somehow, some way. Like you have them, like Men in Black click. Who knows? But this is very fascinating, without a damn doubt, bro. Oda is setting up Brooke to be more important for future arcs. This arc right here is still an Usopp arc in the future, and that's the facts. I'm gonna put my flag down for Usopp no matter what. However, Brooke is getting a lot more important than I thought he fucking would. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Brooke is getting like a lot more important. Like, wow, Brooke. Like, damn, son. Hey, chat. Fuck off, man. Y'all trying to doubt the long-nosed king? It's going to be Usopp activity. No doubts. Okay. Is Usopp even there still? I'm unsure. Middle fingers. Okay. Donations. Okay, yeah. So actually, no, that's it. I think we should be good to go. So once again, I'm gonna get to now some stuff, some reactions from Marvel Rivals content and so on over on Twitch exclusive. So for YouTube, I think we'll call it a wrap. But YouTube, before you go, once again, like the video, like the stream. Appreciate you guys. 1, 2 is that once again, if you want to subscribe to memberships, and obviously we'll get to it when we get to it in terms of, like, you know, streaming real soon, but we will be having exclusive stream reactions for memberships on this channel. At least, well, the VODs for sure. And then for some stories, it may require member-only streams. But if you're a Passione Plus on Patreon, you'll have access to that too. And also, that includes the old solo leveling content. I'm going to see how that goes for memberships on YouTube. See how that works? And if not, even still on Patreon, they'll be there. So on Patreon, they'll be A-okay for at least they should be okay for Passione Plus members on Patreon, okay? Don't have a Twitch? Don't worry about it. Because for those reactions, they'll be YouTube exclusive.